Hi, Sparkles of Light. Okay, so I am here with an amazing gift. This is the Dalì Tarot that my amazing, beautiful daughter gave me for Christmas. And something that I did not have on my wish list, that was completely unexpected and thoroughly excited by. And I have been collecting artist decks, and most of them have been fairly small, and from the publisher Los Scarabeo, things like the Klimt Tarot, which is a small deck. Now, I looked up the kit for Klimt, and there wasn't any big kind of kit that I could see. I also have the Botticelli Tarot, which is a beautiful deck, also by Los Scarabeo, which is also pretty small. And also on my list, so there's my Botticelli, there's my Klimt. I have some Art Nouveau decks that you're probably familiar with. One Art Nouveau deck that I want to get is the Mucha deck. But other than that, I wasn't really expecting a Dalì deck. So let's go take a look at it. It comes in this really huge box. So I'm going to lay it down and open it up and show you what's inside. But the box is like this beautiful velvet material. It's so pretty. So let's take a look. Here's the Dalì Tarot. It's got this nice gold foil on the cover. It opens up very easily. So, except getting it all on camera is not so easy. Let me try to do a different angle here. Okay, I'm going to open it up like this. Alright, and then this humongous book, which is why the box is so big. Glorious book. I'll show you a little bit more about the book. And then inside is a very regular size kind of tarot deck here. So that's not going to be too hard for people's hands. And there we go. And I'll let you look at all of that. Alright, so the Dalì Tarot. This tarot, I was like, who made this? Well, Dalí's the artist, but did Dalì actually design this? And yes, he did. He had his own tarot deck made. So the preface kind of tells you, in the mid-1970s, Dalì created the Tarot Universal Dalì, which was published as a limited edition signed artwork. Based on the age-old tradition of the tarot, Dalì created a new artistic version by drawing on nearly 78 masterpieces of Western civilization from antiquity to modernity, including some of his own. He thus, at the age of 70, became one of the many great names in art history to surrender to the magic of playing cards. The tarot has fascinated not only Dalì, but many other artists as well, ranging from Andrea Mantegna and Albrecht Dürer to Giuseppe Maria Metelli. And these are all different artists and mediums and styles along the way, but Dalì really holds fairly true to the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck with Pamela Coleman Smith's designs. So he uses a variety of different artists. So pretty interesting. And some of them you might recognize in my own tarot and oracle decks that I use. So also when there was this unprecedented tarot boom, it started in the 1970s. Dalì created his version of the 78 cards, the Tarot Universal Tarot, Universal Dalì. Some famous poets and writers, such as T.S. Eliot and Italo Calvino, all had already incorporated the tarot into their works, but Dalì was the first well-known painter to create a completely new set of cards. Other famous painters, sculptors, and filmmakers would soon follow. One of them was the French-American artist Niki de Saint-Phal, who created her famous tarot garden in the south of Tuscany in Italy. So this they're calling this a booklet. This big ass book. This book will help to shed light on the subject of the great artist's importance of Dalì Tarot. The tarot cards of Salvador Dalì provide stupendous kaleidoscope of art history. Dalì combined artist's genius, knowledge of the meaning of symbols, and creative finesse with skillfully chosen pictorial sources taken from the entire history of European art. The result is an inimitable series of images, a new vision which brilliantly engages the spirit of the first tarot cards. So very nice. And there's some much older cards that I would like to get to, that before the Rider-Waite, before Pamela Coleman Smith, came some other ones that I would really be interested in getting to. I think it's that Mantenga Tarot. Anyway, so, and so by the way, this booklet is in German and French, but the cards are in Spanish and English, as Dalì was Spanish. So there we go. So basically the rest is like how to read the cards and spreads and pictorial sources. Then we go into the major arcana and so on. And I mean, it's like, you know, huge pictures depicting. You could, I mean, if you can find the book separately, that would be kind of cool just to have this book. Anyway, but I'm going to show you all the cards. And see, here's one that's familiar. That's in my latest, my Flesh Tarot of Bogoro. That's a Bogoro, I suppose. And there we go. That's the end here. We're about, and that's it. Not much more to the end of the book, except just the scales, the final scales of justice. And that's it for the book. So let's take a look at the tarot cards. So it's published, configured by Taschen. And I feel like there's something else that I have by Taschen. I can't remember exactly what. All right, and I decided to keep it in this wrapping so you could see how it's wrapped up. And I feel like this is fairly easy to unwrap. Once you get that little string, it just keeps going. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second and grab onto that. Well, it didn't come off quite the way I imagined. Close enough. Okay. So nice. It feels very nice, very high quality paper. Of course, you wouldn't expect anything less. The backing is awesome because it's Dalí's signature all over the place, and he signed all these pieces of art. So let's start. He starts with 1, the magician, El Mago. So I might even be able to pronounce the Spanish for you since I have studied Spanish and I speak Spanish. But I had to make a smaller handful. Okay, so the magician, El Mago. The high priestess, La Sacerdotisa. Sacerdotisa. That's a mouthful. Sacerdotisa. The empress, La Emperatriz. The emperor, El Emperador. He's neat. The high priest, El Sumo Sacerdote. The lovers, Los Enamorados. Los Enamorados. Okay, spit it out. Enamorados. The lovers. I like the butterfly in front of the dude. That's nice. The chariot. El carro. Justice. Justicia. Pretty. The hermit. El ermitaño. Okay, I'm not going to probably just say all of them because it's going to be boring to you. Unless you want it. I like Spanish people out there might like it. Wheel of Fortune. La rueda de la fortuna. Strength, fuerza. The hanged man, el colgado. Death, la muerte. Temperance, templanza. That's neat. The devil, el diablo. All these butterflies. The tower, la torre. The star, la estrella. The moon, la luna. The sun, el sol. Judgment, el juicio. The world, el mundo. And then the fool at the end, el loco. And then you get the signs here. So the only reason why I noticed this one, because it's Scorpio, hello, and this is one of my favorites. This kind of, before my significator card was the Queen of Cups, which I still relate to, of course. But I've been liking the Fool because it just feels like, you know, taking risks and chances in a good way. You know, that how are you going to learn and explore and learn more about the world and yourself if you don't take chances, even if you fall on your face and even if people laugh at you, right? So the Fool means a lot to me. So there you go, the Fool. So next we're going to do the Wands. So in this deck, they put the Queen of Wands first, which of course is completely appropriate, putting Queen on top of the King. Then the King of Wands. Then the Knight of Wands. Then the Page of Wands. Then we start from 1, so that's Ace. 2, 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands. But no numbers, so you guys really got to figure it out. 4 of Wands looks very 4 of Wands. Celebration, there's even music there. And I can see twin flames right away. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Hey, I use that picture. What do I use? I use my sword, but I use it for swords, not for wands. Okay, there's 9 of Wands. And then 10 of Wands. Okay, let's see the cups. Starting with the Queen of Cups. So he drew on her. Oh, King of Cups. Knight of Cups. That's the Napoleon picture. I was close to using that a few times. It's very beautiful, but I didn't see where it would fit. It could have been for the Emperor maybe, but I wanted more of a close-up Emperor shot. Page of Cups. Then we got the Ace of Cups. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. He's really got the right idea, though, in picking the artwork. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Oh, okay, that was 9 and 10. Yeah. 9 because that's feeling good by yourself, like the single lady. And 10, being content with the person you love. All right, let's do swords now. All right, here we have the Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Knight of Swords. Page of Swords. Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords. He's using that piece right there. Interesting. 4 of Swords. 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Eight of Swords. That's a pretty stuck situation. Nine of Swords. And 10 of Swords. Okay. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to go on to Queens. So, Pentacles, Discs, or Coins. All mean the same thing. Queen of Coins. King of Coins. Knight of Coins. Page of Coins. Then we have 1, Ace of Coins. 2 of Coins. 3 of Coins. 4 of Coins. 5 of Coins. 6 of Coins. 7 of Coins. 8 of Coins. 9. That's a pretty one. 9 of Coins. 10 of Coins. That's a happy one. And there you have it. So that is the Dalì Tarot. And yeah, so there's the box. Dalì Tarot. I hope that you like that, guys. It was pretty amazing. I most likely won't be using this tarot. I'm going to save it as a kind of collector's item, and which has inspired me to yet again rearrange all my artwork and decks, clean out my closet of all the stuff that I don't need, use it for my inventory, and all my New Year's resolutions are about to get into full swing soon. So, but if you did like that, maybe it will help you decide whether you want to get this deck or not. All right, everybody, faith, trust, and pixie dust.